Good afternoon, students. We were in module 4. In that, we were discussing the topic infinite series. Now, let me continue the topic. We were in the last recording, we were in this problem, under this problem, correct? So, let me start with now. First test, D'Alembert's ratio test. So, first test is called as D'Alembert's ratio test. Now, what does this test say? So, this is a statement of this ratio test. In a positive term series, this is sigma un is a positive series. If limit n tending to infinity, un plus 1 by un equal to lambda, then the series is convergent for lambda less than 1 and divergent for lambda greater than 1. So, what does the ratio test says? If you take limit n tending to un plus 1 by un means sum of n terms, un plus 1 means n plus 1th term of the series, okay, is equal to lambda, then the series is convergent if this value, if the value, if you get less than 1, then we can say the given series is convergent, and if the value is greater than 1, then we can say it is divergent. So in that we will see what happens when lambda equal to 1. Okay, so we two conditions are given for ratio test, correct? If we lambda equal to 1, let us consider one example. In the last recording, I told you regarding this series, correct? 1 by n to the power p. This is convergent for p greater than 1 and divergent for p less than or equal to 1. We remember? Correct? Na? So this series is convergent for p greater than 1, p less than or equal to 1. Now let me apply the ratio test. What is un? Un is 1 by n to the power p. So write down in the formula. Limit n tending to un is what? 1 by n to the power p. What do you mean by un plus 1? This is un. So what will be the n plus 1th term? Just replace n by n plus 1. N plus 1 to the power p. So this goes up n to the power p divided by n plus 1 whole to the power p. See, here also power is there, here also let me take the whole power p, and can you see n is here divided by, can I take out n, that time what you get 1 plus 1 by, so that n get cancelled, you will get this as the answer 1 by 1 plus 1 by n to the power p. Now if I apply the limit, what you get? 1 by infinity. What is the value? 1 by infinity? 0. 1 by 0 is 1. 1 to the power p. For any values of p, 1 to the power p is what? 1 itself, correct? So what will get here? Lambda value. See, if it is of this kind, limit n tending to infinity, un plus 1 by un equal to 1, then what we can say? By ratio test fails, which is not possible because we already know this is convergent for p greater than 1, divergent for p less than or equal to 1. So the ratio test fails when lambda is equal to 1. Let me see one problem now. Test for convergence of the series. Two problems are given in the single question. So let me see now the first problem. In the first problem, they are given in the terms of the series, correct? Now, nth term is not given. You need to write plus dot dot dot. Okay, write down here. It is missing plus dot 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 because it is a series, correct? Series. Okay, now how to write un term and un plus 1 term. So in order to apply a ratio test, we need these two terms, correct? Nth term and n plus 1 term. So how will you write nth term? Based on the terms, by looking at the terms, you need to write nth term. So how will you write? So can you observe here? Here it is 4, here it is 3, here it is 4, right? When here it is 2, here it is 2, here it is 3. See, here it is 6, here it is 4, here it is 5. So can you guess what will be the nth term? See, suppose if I take this as n, this should be what? N plus 1. Do you agree? Correct na? If I take this as n, this should be n plus 1. What about the power? See, here it is 2, here it is 4, here it is 6. Is it 2n plus 2n minus 2? Right now, see, if I put n equal to 1, what you get? N equal to 1. Just look at this. N equal to 1. 2 into 1, 2. 2 minus 2, 0. So, we get x power 0 divided when equal to 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So, you will get x to the power 2n minus 2 divided by n plus 1 into root n, correct? So if you want to check, let me check the second term. Let me put n equal to 2 now. So what you get? Root 2, 2 plus 1, 3, correct? Then x to the power 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 2 is how much? 2. Okay? Like that, see. By noting down the terms of the series, you need to write un. Once you write un plus 1 is easy. Just what you need to do, replace n wherever there is n by what? N plus 1. So now let me change the values of n. Instead of n, I'll put n plus 1 here, n plus 1 here, here n plus 1 plus 1. So what you get exactly? X to the power 2n plus 2 minus 2 divided by n plus 2 into square root of n plus 1. Now let me apply the ratio test. Write down the formula, limit n tending to infinity un plus 1 by un. So limit n tending to infinity. What is un plus 1? Substitute un plus 1 x to the power 2n plus 2 minus, that is h to the power 2n divided by this. What is un? Un is this, substitute. Okay, now limit n tending to infinity. See, x to the power 2n, x to the power 2n cancels. You will get x to the power minus 2. This is in the denominator. When it goes to the numerator, it becomes x square, correct? Now here, this also goes to the numerator. This also goes to the numerator. This is in the denominator. Write down in the denominator. Now take out n here, take out n here. Here also take out n, take out n. So we need to remove that n terms. Otherwise, if you put directly the limit, you will get infinity value. Okay, so try to avoid n terms in the n value in the term. Okay, so let me take out n. That time you will get 1 plus 1 by n. Here square root of n, let it be. Here what we can do, I'll take out n. That time what you'll get 1 plus 1 by n. Correct? If you remove n is common here. So you will get 1 plus 1 by n. So square root of n cancels. Here n cancels. You will get 1 plus 1 by n divided by 1 plus 2 by n. 1 by root of 1 plus 1 by n into x square. Right now, apply the limit n tending to infinity. That time what you get? 1 by infinity. What is the value? 1 by infinity is 0. 2 by infinity is also 0. So 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, 1. Here also square root of 1 plus 1 by infinity is 0. Square root of 1. So do we get full term as 1? 1 into what? X square. So we got limit n tending to infinity un plus 1 by un is equal to x square. Now we cannot predict because here you did not get any value, right? Instead of that you got variable x square. Now based on this we need to judge whether it is convergent or divergent. So let me take sigma un converges. So when it is convergent, when this, according to the ratio test, when this is convergent, if it is less than 0, right? So I'll write sigma un converges if x square less than 1, and sigma un, this is our given series, right? So this sigma un diverges if x greater than x square greater than 1. This is according to the ratio test. If you get any value, if it is less than 1, then we say the given series is convergent. Sigma un is convergent. And when we say it is divergent, if it is greater than 1. And when we say it is fails, the test fails when it is equal to 1, because we don't know whether this value is 1 or not, correct? So let me take x square equal to 1. When you take x square equal to 1, what will be un? Un will be, see, when you put x as 1, you will get 1 to the power anything 1 only. So you will get un is equal to 1 by n plus 1 to the power root n. So I'll take out n, 1 plus 1 by n square root of n. So what is the total power of n? N to the power 1, n to the power half. So n to the power 1 plus 1 and half. 1 and half means 3 by 2. 1 plus 1 by n. So we cannot conclude anything, correct? Un equal to 1 by n to the power 3 by 2, 1 plus 1 by n. We got like this. And if I put limit n tending to infinity, what you will get? Limit n tending to infinity. If you put limit n tending to infinity, can you notice 1 by infinity is 0, 1 plus 1 by infinity is 0. So do we get limit un equal to 0? If limit un equal to 0, then what we can conclude? The given series is convergent. Or else we can do like this also. I have told you comparison test. What I can take Vn equal to this. I'll take Vn as 1 by n to the power 3 by 2 and we'll see the ratio Un by Vn. Okay, limit Un by Vn. What we get Un is this, write down here, divided by Vn. Vn is n to the power 3. So n to the power 3 by n to the power 3 by 2 cancel, you will get 1. Is it a finite quantity? If it is a finite quantity, what we can say according to the note? We can say according to the note it is converge or diverge together. Do you remember the note in the last recording I told you regarding one note, correct? If it is finite, then what we can say, Un and Vn converges or diverges together, correct? So we can conclude that the series is convergent or divergent together. But sigma Vn is 1 by n to the power 3 by 2 and it is less than no, this is un is less than vn. So what we can conclude, this is a convergent series. If this is convergent, then definitely the sigma un is also convergent, correct? So what we can conclude, the given series is convergent for x square less than 1 already we have come to know, and if equal to 1 also the given series is convergent, and it is divergent for x square greater than 1. So instead of doing all this, you can do one more thing also. What is that one more thing? Just apply limit on both the side. You will get limit un n tend to infinity as 0. Whenever you get limit as 0, what you can conclude? Un is convergent. Directly you can write. You can skip all those steps. This I have done using comparison test by taking Vn as 1 by n to the power 3 by 2 and I have written Un by Vn. That time I got a finite quantity. When you get a finite quantity, what we can conclude, Un and Vn converges together. But we know this series, right? 1 by n to the power p. P is greater than 1. So if it is greater than 1, it is convergent, correct? So what we can conclude, Un is a convergent series. So instead of doing all this, you can directly apply limit here and the answer will be 0, and we know when limit un n tending to infinity is 0, what we can conclude, the given series is convergent. Okay, so it is better if you do like this only, because we are very clear about the convergent and divergent of the series. The second problem, let me see the second problem. Un is equal to this. So what is the nth term? So they have given in the question. Can you notice? This is the nth term. Otherwise also you can, if this is not given, you need to find the nth term. Can you see here? See, 2 square plus 1, that is 5. Here 2 2 power n minus 2 if I make, then x power n minus 1. So if it is 2, here it is power 1. Here if it is 6, here it is 2. So based on the terms of the series, you need to write down the nth term. Here they have given, so no issues. So just write down what is un and what will be un plus 1. Just you need to replace n by n plus 1. So wherever there is n, replace it by n plus 1. Now limit n tending to infinity, you are writing the ratio test. So you are testing the convergence using ratio test. So un plus 1 by un, limit n tending to infinity. What is un plus 1? Write down this un plus 1 divided by what is un? Write down this un. Okay, now 2 to the power n plus 1 minus 2 divided by 2 to the power n plus 1 plus 1. This goes up, divided by this, then x to the power n cancel. You will get x to the power minus 1. When it goes up, it becomes x. Now you take 2 to the power n plus 1 out. So you will get 1 minus 2 by 2 to the power n. And here also you take out 2 to the power n on 1 plus 1 by 2 to the power n. 2 to the power n plus 1, you take out 1 plus 1 by 2 to the power n plus 1. Here 2 to the power n plus 1. Okay. When you take out 2 to the power n plus 1, here you will get 1 minus 2 by 2 to the power n plus 1. Then 2 to the power n you take out 1 minus 2 by 2 to the power n. So this cancels. Apply the limit n tend to infinity. This will be 0. This will be 0. 1 by 2, this will be 0. So you will get 1 into 1, 1 into 1. So only you will get x. So when we say this according to the ratio test, the given series un is convergent if x less than 1, then we can say the sigma un converges. and when it is diverges when x greater than 1, but when it fails for x equal to 1. So now let me check the failure of the series. So when x equal to 1, what you get? When you put x equal to 1 here, you will get 2 to the power n minus 2 divided 2 to the power n plus 1. Take out 2 to the power n, cancels 1 minus 2 by 2 to the power n, 1 plus 1 by 2 to the power n. So when you apply the limit, this becomes 0, this becomes 0. 1 by 1 is 1. Therefore, what we can, whether the limit is not equal to 0, when the limit is not equal to 0, we can write down surely. See, when limit not equal to 0, according to the note, the sigma un is divergent. So whenever the limit is not equal to 0, we can write sigma un is divergent. Okay, sigma un diverges for x equal to 1. Hence the given series converges for x less than 1 and diverges for x greater than 1 as well as for equal to 1. So study this problem properly. Next, in the next recording, we will see the next